That was a demonstration. Alan, Dallas Singer opening things up here. Oh, this is a nice wave that just is running.
Are you kidding me?
Those lefts are getting really good.
I mean, I just talked about it. That was with 5 seconds ago he caught that wave. 5 seconds into the heat, he caught
Great
that
way
wave.
to start a wave.
I'd say
heat,
a 7, maybe a mid-7.
That's going to be a pretty
Even better
high score.
possibly. So, again, we are into our second semifinal. David Winchester just put the stomp on.
Gosh,
Jeremy
he just got
Tamega,
some tube time
and
here.
we're looking at this replay. Dallas Singer starting things off. A great barrel on the left, just like he was doing in the quarterfinals. This is Ben Player in the red and Dallas Singer in the yellow. Ben Player is a former world champion and a winner here. He is in the red, like I said.
You know, Ben Player has shot forward in the ratings, so he's now winning or leading the world tour. And look at this wave from Dallas, just did so well to navigate through that thing.
Man, great action, great action. And like we usually do at the beginning of these 30-minute heats, we throw to a commercial from one of our sponsors to help make this event possible. So check it out. Eric Apple and Mike Stewart are going to be back momentarily. Singer does not count.
Rookie move, Dallas. Come on, buddy. You know better than that. Unfortunately, I didn't hear the ringer. Maybe he didn't either, or didn't. You know, maybe, I didn't know when that heat started. I guess I just assumed it started. He took off.
So tell me this, Mike. Why do they give it a 0 if it doesn't count? Why not just not give him any score? So it doesn't count as one of his waves, but not a scoring wave?
That's a good question.
Why
I don't know. I think they want to make sure that everyone knows that that did not count, and that if they didn't put anything, it's like we're waiting for that score from Dallas. Maybe, I don't know. But that should make Ben happy.
100%.
Because that is that's pretty crazy. That was a super high scoring wave, and now kind of the Australians are pretty good about priority in the lineup, and they're pretty good. They're pretty courteous actually.
Yeah.
So now that Dallas got that first wave, even though that he didn't get scored from it, the honor system over there works as such that Ben would now have priority. So if Dallas tried to take it off of him, that would be a negative. There'd be some negative vibe going down for that for sure.
That was unreal. I mean, it was a great wave for Dallas, and it's not going to count. I mean,
that's a bummer. He must be shattered.
Ben Player doing so well in this event and making it, much further than Amaury Laverne, Jeff Hubbard, and PLC like you were talking about. And he's going to have a good, huge boost in the points, Mike.
Yeah, this is a huge. This is going to put him out in front pretty well. Okay, here's Ben up and riding. Nice little inside one.
Yeah, look at this. Nice.
Looks like he's got some speed.
He's a runner right there.
It's
good
a runner.
Speed.
Good. Hopped right over that. Right over that.
Little shockwave?
Oh, yeah. That he just kind of went right over the shockwave. Just flew right over it.
Was that the right word?
I guess so.
I mean,
That'll work.
I learned all these terms from you probably when I was 10.
All the bodyboarding jargon we created over all these years. Okay, here we go. I want to see this.
I never perfected your 7-up flip, though.
That was, what was his name? Joe Foster?
Look at this.
One of those guys.
Good barrel there. Look at that. Nice
spin.
Well,
so what you don't see is, him having to hop over the shocky in there from that angle. But it just looked like a nice, clean barrel with no events happening inside. But as you could tell, he had to kind of navigate through there. Let's see if we can see this replay. So watch this, and you'll be able to see.
The wave looks good right there,
like when the lip hits and detonates right there. Oh, yes, just go right over that. And so, from the beach, you don't see that. He just comes flying out, and that takes skill.
So opening wave for Ben Player. He has a solid 7, a 7.0. Ben Player drawing first blood in the second semi with 25 minutes and 40 seconds to go. There he is on your screen, looking good.
Yeah, that current ranking is actually number 1. But he was 2 going into this event, and that's when the graphic was made. So, but isn't that an interesting turn of events that Ben has got a 7 and Dallas has a 0?
Wow. Yeah, and I think that was Kevin Serve who did the
Kevin Serve? I don't know. No, I don't think it was Kevin Serve. I think it was maybe someone else. But yeah, there's a pretty wild. There's a totally different technique to bodyboarding, like a long time ago in the early '80s, and where guys were like using it almost
Joe
like
Foster, Dr. 360.
Yeah, maybe Joe Foster. No, yeah, no, not Dr. 360. Someone else.
We're getting off. Remember he ran all the Wave Rebel contests.
Yeah, no,
different
different cat. Joe Foster was a different cat.
What was his name? Dr. 360. Remember he died of cancer.
Joe, yeah, unfortunately.
Super cool guy.
Yeah, he had a house down in Porto. Nice guy. Bodyboarded. He was just like happiest guy ever. We miss you, Joe.
Now we got all these angry promoters.
Nah, it's all good.
There's your priority right there. Yellow on top. That means Dallas Singer has priority. Ben Player's second priority, but he has one scoring wave, a 7, with 24 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Again, this is your second semifinal. Dave Winchester, if you don't already know, put the stop down with an exclamation mark, let me tell you, in that first semi. And we are waiting to see if it's going to be an it is going to be an all-Australian final.
All-Australian final, and Dave just, gosh, man, he just really just dominated that heat. It was pretty radical to see, actually. Okay, here's Dallas. Okay, stalling. He's got his little scooping in. Nice. He's going to run. He's going to get through that little bubble.
Very nice barrel ride. Roll, maybe? Oh, invert.
Little invert onto the dry.
And the tide's getting pretty low, Mike.
Yeah, tide is dropping.
And I know you are obviously dialed in with the conditions all over the world. Do you know what time low tide is?
I was trying to get the tide up, and I couldn't get it. It's got to be, tide's dropping, so you should get a little pulse. Nice wave for Ben.
Big set here, Mike, dropping in.
It looks like it might be a little peaky, though. Doesn't have that wall, he's just kind of in and out of that.
He's going to try to get back outside and get priority, correct?
I think what he was looking for in that wave was maybe a big reverse air, or he wants to get some distance between him and Dallas. Dallas is just having a great campaign in this event.
Let's take a look at the replay. Dallas scooping in immediately, Mike, and he starts driving, and what happens?
Yeah, this next section came out, which is pretty neat. I mean, from the judge's perspective, that whole next section looked like it would be pretty difficult to get through, so he should be well rewarded for that.
And we talked about it yesterday, Mike, and I think it's showing once again today. Remember, I told you how impressed I was with Dallas's wave generalship and his wave knowledge and being in the right place at the right time. And it seems like he just makes it look easy every time, right?
Well, he's a very talented rider. I mean, he wouldn't be in the semis if he wasn't, obviously. But it's pops a little air there. Yeah, I mean, so that's great. He just kind of milked that. Maybe got like another 0.5 or point, for the air.
Well, we have. I was just told that our low tide today is at 3:30 in the afternoon.
Okay, so
but it already looks low.
Yeah, it's
really low today.
It gets pretty low, and it's dropping, and so, anytime in that transitional tide, you usually get a little bit more sets coming in. I mean, yesterday we had those crazy lulls, but today it looks pretty consistent. There's a pretty consistent flow of waves. Yeah. The lefts and the rights are just running.
Such a team effort here at the GoPro IBA World Tour. I got, people helping me here at the event. I got Seamus on the comp with me, messaging me, keep me up to date with stats and the tide and the history of the events. Thanks so much, Seamus, and just an example of the team effort we have here, like I said. And such a great event, such great content. Awesome to be here a part of the IBA World Tour.
Yeah, this is the third stop of the IBA World Tour in Arica, Chile. Okay, Dallas. This looks like it could be a pretty good wave. Okay. So he's really good at controlling his speed.
Yeah.
If you notice, you can spread your legs out, point your fins, and you can kind of get a lot of drag to kind of hook you in right at the beginning. And once you do that, it's easy to release it, and he's really good at that. So he just controls it so well. Like, see him here, just kind of slowing down a little bit. He always does this like little head. He's got these little nuances to his little quirks.
So let's take a look at the scores. Ben Player with a 7 and a 1.5. Dallas Singer with a 0 and a 7.58.
So the 7.58, you know, he got, not only did he get the barrel, he got the move. It wasn't a massive move, but he got a little move. And not only that, it was a pretty deep barrel. I mean, both Ben's and Dallas's waves were deep. And so this, you know, this is shaping up to be a pretty tight heat because
we are just a third of the way through the heat. We have 10 minutes done, 20 minutes to go.
Ben's going to need to really, you know, put some space between him and Dallas if he hopes to get through this. And he's the guy that's capable of doing that. Here we go.
Are we going to have a rider up on
look
this
at
wave?
that.
Look at that set. Good size left.
Nice set.
Ay, ay, ay.
A lot of energy in these waves.
Roger that. So, all kinds of action going on here. 19 minutes and 45 seconds ago. Dallas Singer with a 4.88 on his second wave. He's in the lead. 12.46 is a total score. Ben Player with a 7 and a 1.5. We know he's going to get rid of that 1.5 no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, that would be really weird if that didn't happen. But we've seen some couple weird things. I mean, that heat yesterday was just, with Omri, was crazy.
Well, this contest has certainly, I mean, offered everything from,
God, really?
you know, waves with, you know, heats with just nonstop waves to long lulls to guys, you know, coming out of every barrel to guys not being able to come out of any barrels. I mean, the opposite end of the spectrum in every single category you could think of has happened here.
Okay, so Ben's sitting in second position. Is that right? Wow. So
who is going to take on Dave Winchester in the final, in the All-Australian final? Cam Slice asks you, Mike, how does it feel and how rewarding is it to be such a pivotal person in this competition and the industry as a whole? As Eric mentioned, you sponsor the event, you compete and commentate as well. It's very motivational for everyone in the sport. And
yeah, cool.
You should be proud of yourself. I agree.
Well, thanks so much, man. Those are such kind words. I'm humbled by it all. Actually, it's you know, I just want to see this grow to where I think it potentially can go. And yeah, there's so much further that I believe that the potential in this sport can go. You know, I think we have some of the most. Here's Ben Player paddling for this one.
All right, Ben Player driving on a left-hander. He needs to improve on a 1.5.
He's got a pretty good line here. This is going to be a
look
really
at
good
this.
wave. Let's see if he can come out of there.
Oh!
So that is, it's kind of a make where he came out of it, but let's see. You know, let's see if let's see what the judges think. You know, he did kind of, you could see his head. He made it out. He might have been just coming out. Okay, I'm out now. You know, sometimes you think you're more out than you are, and
let's take a look at the
or
replay.
you look. And so here he goes. He you know, he kind of stalls here a little bit, and then he just starts. He just has his line. He saw that thing crumble.
Racing.
So he did good to get through that. It got tight, and he got through that, and then he went through this next section. And it just came out through the bottom there, and you know, it might have been a situation where he thought that he was too close in, and he didn't want to go into the rocks, because basically his contest would be over if that was the case, or he might have got clipped. I don't know. We'll have to let the judges determine that one. They're going to probably look at it a couple times,
well,
but you know, he went far, and he did appear.
Well, you know, the judges did reward some long travel time yesterday, but they didn't today.
Here's Dallas.
Dallas Singer driving on the left. He's ridden the barrel so good today, Mike. Is he going to come out?
He's out of that one.
Very nice.
It is just doing its thing right now at Arica, Chile. At Gringos. This is draining over here.
Unreal. Look at the replay, and Mike, let's talk about this.
Okay. So
Yesterday, we saw guys who got a lot of travel time, didn't exit the barrel, got good scores. Today, we saw the same thing, and they weren't rewarded. And you said it's because this is the final events, final semis, quarters.
They've recalibrated their scale.
Okay, so 7.53 for Ben Player.
So they counted that as a make.
Wow.
That would be a make.
So what is Dallas Singer going to get on his barrel where he came out even cleaner?
Let's have a look.
It's got to be similar or better, correct?
Well, I would say, you know, not as long. I don't think he traveled through as many difficult sections. He definitely, it was a great barrel, and it was deep. You know, it just wasn't quite as long. It didn't run as long, but it was big, open round. It came out clean. So, You're right. I mean, it will be a good score. It'll definitely be one of his
And
higher
here
scores.
it is, Dallas Singer. He had an improved score from the 753 of Ben players, an 8.38. That is a total
Wow.
of 15.96. We are only halfway through the heat. So once again, Dallas Singer, he has a score of 15.96, which includes a score of 7.5 and 8.3. Ben Player, he has a 7 and a 7.5. He needs an 8.43 to take that lead and advance to the finals.
Maybe that's why I'm not getting through heats, man. I got to figure this out. I guess that was just that much better of a wave. The wave itself was hollower. It was a better wave for sure. I just thought Ben's wave was, he rode it. He just kind of rode that thing so good, you know. So, wow, this is an amazing opportunity for Dallas if he can pull this off. I don't think he's ever been in the finals of an IBA event, IBA World Tour. He's had, you know, he's such a good rider, and he's had great, he's really had some great performances over the years, just never really has been able to put it together. And so I'm stoked that he's doing so well.
Yeah, 100%.
And it'd be great if he made it to the finals.
And like we said, I mean, he's peaking right now. He's been on. He's getting a little better every single heat. In the quarters, he absolutely stomped. He absolutely stomped his competition, Eder Luciano. And man, so far he's doing a really good job right here. And he also, like you said, he beat PLC, a former
which is
champion.
good. Okay, here's a good way for Ben. Ben knows he needs something big here. He's looking for
speed
the
and
lip.
flip, baby. Big forward air.
Smoothly ran.
Huge.
That's going to be a big score.
Huge.
That is a trademark Ben Player move. And, oh, deep barrel by Dallas Singer. This could be an amazing barrel.
Oh, back-to-back battling it. Oh, look at that, Dallas. Unreal action here. The third stop of the GoPro IBA World Tour, the Arica Chilean Challenge. And can you believe it, Mike?
So it's heating up. The battle's heating up. Barrel, big air forward by Ben, which is kind of considered like the most difficult move in bodyboarding to do. And to do it in a contest, you can see he's just looking this whole section. He's looking for that section. He knows he needs a big score. Looking for the lip. Finds the lip.
Huge.
Great air forward. Nicely
Absolutely
above
huge.
the lip. Lands smooth. Like, that's pretty darn good for forward air. Like, you're tweaked around. You don't know where you are. It's really hard to get orientation up there. And if you can, like, land it and keep going smoothly, it's a pretty good accomplishment.
And
Here's
now let's
Dallas.
go to the replay
Now, this was
of
probably
Dallas.
the best wave I saw that's come in the whole heat. It just ran top to bottom the whole way. So that's going to be a great score.
So, back-to-back action, multiple times with these guys. They're fighting it out.
Ben Player just got the highest score of the whole contest with a 9.7. And Dallas Singer with a 9.5. So Dallas moves ahead with a 9.5 and an 8.38.
Mike is so excited up here. I know he is. And I don't blame him because this is you helped create this. This is your sport, and these guys are showing how awesome your sport is, Mike. So once again, like Mike said, a 9.5 for Dallas Singer and a 9.7 for Ben Player. Are you kidding me? These guys are heating it up just at the right time. I can just imagine how amazing the finals are going to be. So, with 12 minutes and 25 seconds still to go, Dallas Singer is in the lead. Ben Player in second with 17.23. He needs an 8.18. I mean, Jesus,
God,
is consider
the numbers. I mean, you know, Ben just got a 9.7, the highest score of the whole contest, and he's in second. You know, how do you? Gosh, and wow. So he needs close to a perfect score. It looks like he's going to have priority. So, wow. What amazing amazing fireworks there.
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
And that wave that Dallas had was absolutely insane for Chile. That was probably the best wave I saw come in so far.
I'm overwhelmed.
It was top to bottom and just went the whole way.
I'm absolutely overwhelmed by the waves here. These guys are just killing it in every sense of the word. Dallas Singer and Ben Player, a pair of Australians who are putting on a clinic, Mike.
Pretty much. I mean, this is you know, that last heat with Winnie and now this heat. I mean, if you like watching bodyboarding or watching wave riding, you know, it doesn't necessarily have to even be bodyboarding. I mean, you can't help but appreciate this. There's some really technical wave riding going on right now.
I'm just blown away. Like I said, I'm overwhelmed. I don't know how much more of this I can take, Mike. These guys got to stop.
No way, man. It's just all the way. Final's going to be cuckoo.
Look at that barrel.
God, it's just starting to do its thing out here at Gringos, man. It's really good to see.
I'm so pumped to see these guys surfing so good in such big waves. Stoked that the IBA GoPro World Tour is here in Chile because this is some serious action. I need
absolutely.
Like a little woof.
Yeah, you don't need any coffee, that's for sure. You know, it's just it's action, action, action.
100%.
So here we are. Ben knows he needs a big score. He knows what he's capable of doing. You know, it's got to be a little bit disheartening that he didn't move ahead with that big air forward, because that was he pulled it out, you know.
Yeah.
And it did give him the lead temporarily, and then right behind him was Dallas's wave, which is just phenomenal.
Just like, nope, sorry, mate. Nice wave.
Yeah, just got barreled the whole way.
Sorry, mate, watch this. My best Australian. Too easy.
Yeah, don't even try. I've stopped trying.
Too easy. So, Mike, you know, we talked about it yesterday. If we have a minute or two, I don't know, looks like yellow going to go. Oh, Ben Player is up on a big left. Mike Stewart, take it away.
Pretty good. Stalling
It's
in.
a
Okay, he's on the bottom. Now
It's
he's just
a bomb.
driving.
Oh,
Comes out
8.18.
clean.
Here we come.
And then is there one behind this? Is that this next one? No. Okay, well that was a pretty good wave for Ben. A nice, probably one of the bigger waves we've seen in this heat. And let's see how it looks like from the judge's perspective.
You got to be kidding me.
Just scooped in there so well, and then just rode it. Gosh, like he does so many waves. So in and out. I mean, he wasn't in there for a long time, but that was a great wave.
Still, that was a set.
Big keg. And yes, he does. He gets a 9 Oh.
What? Ben Player with a 9.15. He is now in the lead with an 18.85.
Oh
my goodness. Dallas Singer, he now needs a 9.36. Oh,
wow.
Lord.
Okay, well this will really, you know, I think Dallas, he knows he can get it. But man, that is, you know, you're going to need close to perfection. So look at the scores here, guys. I mean, look at the
set. Okay, let's look at the throwaway waves. Ben is a throwaway of a 7 and a 7.5. Dallas is a throwaway of a 7.5 and a 4.8. But a 9.5. We have three 9-point scores in this heat. You got to be kidding me. How much time left? It's 8 minutes exactly in the finals, semifinal.
Wow. You know, this is what I was hoping to see from these guys. You know, just back-to-back excellent rides. And, you know, first you'd think that Ben got the better of it. Then you saw Dallas get the better of it. And now, you know, Ben backing up with another 9. It's like crazy.
I mean, honestly, you have to think to yourself, well, Ben Player is in a pretty tough spot. I don't know how what he's going to be able to do about that. And he just, you know, he had a 9.7. You think, okay, he had one big wave, but it's not going to be enough.
Okay,
and he comes up with a 9.15.
Okay, I'm going to claim if you see a wave that's peaky, he's probably going to try to reverse air because he's going to try to mix it up.
Okay, that is the priority scale right there. Dallas Singer has priority. He's looking at. You can see Dallas looking to see if he has priority.
Wow, gosh, you know, in Dallas's case, you know, just think like, what do you do? Gosh, what do I got to do to win this thing?
Well, he already had a wave that high. He needs a 9.3. He already has a 9.5, so he knows what he needs to do, Mike. Right?
Yeah, but I mean, you know, how do you get it? It's not easy to get a 9, and you can't just make those waves. You know, those waves have to come to you, and if they don't come to you, and it looks like there's a small lull in the action here, it's like, what are you going to do?
Well, we've had some serious lulls. I mean, could you imagine if this heat ended with a 6.5 minute lull?
Oh, it could. I tell you what, Ben would be a happy guy. You know, here's Ben. He likes to talk in his heats. So
they're talking.
So this is great to see such high technical.
Dallas is having a look, maybe, no?
Surfing, you know, at this in this semi, and excited to see the final. Even, geez, this is going to be. You know, the swell's not dropping much, if at all, and there's some just really good waves coming through. So. Add the best waves with the best riders, and you get fireworks.
And again, for you fans at home who don't really who've never been to South America don't really understand the dynamics here. Even though we're just about the same latitude as Rio, the water is cold here because of the Humboldt current. This is Ben Player, your heat leader on the right, Mike.
Stalling at the beginning, looking for that intersection.
Is this the reverse air?
Okay, I don't know what this is going to be. No, that's another forward. Another beautiful lofty forward. And I'm not, gosh, hard to say if that's going to better his 9.15. It could.
You know, you claimed it. You claimed the reverse air through a forward air, but that, you know what it looks like to me? It looks like an alley-oop air.
He basically did a forward air both directions, that's pretty rad.
Yes.
I mean, it's hard to do those.
And
he does them very well. You know, he got great, not only did he get good height, but he traveled far in the air. Like, he went down the line far.
Yeah, but
so far.
Do you know what you understand what I said? You know what an alley-oop air is in skateboarding or BMX? Look at this.
Oh, Dallas Singer.
He's looking for a 9.3.
He's looking for a lift.
He's got to hit it. He's got to hit it if he wants that score. He's still got 4 minutes and 45 seconds to go.
Yeah, explain to me what that is.
An alley-oop air is where a guy on a vert ramp and a skateboarder or a BMX air, he does a 360, but he's traveling the same way as the 360.
Oh, it's almost like a gainer
so
flip.
it looks like a 360 air when you're going the same direction, you're spinning. This is Dallas Singer. He was looking for a big score of a 9.3. It's not quite going to be it.
But he's looking for lips. 9.1 for Ben. Okay, so Ben's got 3 9s in this heat. Unbelievable.
He had a 9.1. It's a throwaway.
That's far out.
I talked about the other day, guys hurting feelings. I think Ben's hurting people's feelings right now.
Well, you know what? You know, Dallas can pull it off.
I know. I'm talking about like the other guys watching.
Yeah. It's well, there's a few capable guys in the peanut gallery that are capable of those 9-point rides, especially in these conditions. So, I think more than anything, you know, we're enjoying the show and thinking, gosh, I wish I was out there to try to get one of those.
Man, action has been nonstop. Absolutely amazing competition here at the third stop of the GoPro IBA World Tour. This is the Arica Chilean Challenge. We have 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Dallas only got a 4.88 on that last wave. It's not going to matter. Still looking for a 9.36. He has a 9.5 in the heat, so we know he's capable of it.
Yeah, so he's gosh, you know, it's just at this point, you know, you just have to wait for that wave. He knows what he needs. He knows he can do it. He just needs to find it. You know, it looks like he's going to try to go over and put some pressure on Ben. I'm not sure what that's going to do. But you know, Winnie's up there just like happy as can be. You know, he just had a stellar heat against GT. And just like, gosh, just smashed that heat. Just absolutely annihilated him. That was impressive.
I mean, we talk about it. Yeah. We talk about it. We can't say it enough, can we?
Yeah, we got, you know, Ben Player totally in rhythm. Winnie totally in rhythm. This is going to be a battle. If Dallas doesn't find a big score here in the last, he needs a perfect score basically. And you know, he can do it. He just needs that wave. If that wave comes, you know, he can kind of. Man, but what a battle. What a fight.
2 minutes, 10 seconds to go here in the second semifinal. The winner of this heat will take on Dave Winchester in an all-Australian final here at the Arica Chilean Challenge presented by the Municipalidad de Arica and Tomate Surf Shop, including Science Bodyboards, Movie Star, and Lon Airlines. Unreal action. IBA delivering big. Had good waves the entire event. Sometimes a little challenging because they were so big, but today it's really starting to come together, Mike.
Yeah, there's just some great waves coming in, great rides. Okay, here we go. So there, you know, a little bit of
Ooh, that spit.
Jockeying here. Let's see here. Well,
1 minute, 10 seconds to go. Time is
running
counting
down, man.
Dallas Singer is running out.
It looks like looks like maybe some bumps on the horizon here.
Yes, there is.
Let's see if we can.
For sure, we can see sets coming in.
Get a last exchange here. This will be it. This is the last chance for Dallas.
Here comes the set. Now remember, Ben Player squeaked by Ryan Hardy at the last minute. Is it possible that Dallas Singer is going to return the favor?
Well, we'll see right here. Right here and now. Up.
Look at this set.
Wow. Time is ticking away.
A little walled up.
That looked pretty insane.
30 seconds to go. Oh. Unreal action.
This is it.
I think Ben Player might have done it.
Yeah, I don't know if there's enough time for this next wave.
That's
How's
it.
that? It started off with a really strange
So,
way, you know,
the former champion here at Arica and former world champion Ben Player is going to make it on into the finals with the fellow Australian David Winchester.
leaping forward in his world title campaign and points race. Gosh, he's just going to get shot in front. He's got to win at pipe, and this will definitely help his title quest.
Mike, I got a question for you. What is it? Do you think it would have made a difference? Remember, Dallas's first wave was a 0. Now he lost. He lost by 0.97. So do you think that first wave could have been a 9 or 9.3? Was that good?
Yeah, I think it was a 9. I mean, that would be my opinion. But
well, a 9 wouldn't have been enough. He wouldn't need like a 9.
You just never know. You know, that might have thrown him into a different mind state too. You know, maybe he would have.
Wow, look at these guys. They're coming in.
Yeah.
Great heat right there for Ben Player and Dallas Singer. Right now, before we move on, we're going to send you to a little commercial. Some messages from our sponsors who make the Arica Chilean Challenge possible. Eric Apple and Mike Stewart will be coming right back at you in a minute.